Okay, so that should hopefully solve the sound problem. How am I coming through? Well, let's find out. Let's just see. Let's go into there. Into there. Yeah, sounds like I'm coming through now. Turn that down. It's a good job I left me speaker on. That's a good friend of mine, Vesper. I call him Vesper. It's not his name, it's a nickname I gave him. But thanks for that, pal. Right. So, I'll start again, but this time with sound. Let's just see who else is in the house while I'm at it. Go into there. I'm getting the hang of this. Becky. Becky, my little niece. How are you doing, Becky? Hope things are well. No sound. Garen, how's it going, pal? Right, okay. So, hopefully we've got some sound there now. I'm going to leave that on there. Somebody just confirm for me on the live chat that it's actually coming through, please, and that would be great, because as far as I know, everything's coming through on this side of it, and I can hear it on my phone, but the technical gremlins always get me. So if you could leave me a message with that would be great. I'll leave that up there so I can see it. Right, okay. So, as I was saying at the top of the show, we've had a budget. And so, because we've had a budget, the billionaires have worked out how us poor people can live on next to now, which is kind of them. And so, all they're going to do is tax us more. But, of course, those at the top, they'll have the loopholes, as they always do. Historically, it's never been any different, so I don't know why we should be so surprised. But hey-ho, Matt Hancock is in the jungle, so at least we've got distraction. So, I'm going to sing a song, and I've already sung it once, but I'm going to sing it now with sound, and this is called Everything Goes Up But My Pay. Everything goes up but my pay. I said everything goes up but my pay. You know the rent man knocks upon my door, but I don't live there anymore. Everything goes up but my pay. The gasoline price is too high. I said the gasoline price is too high. You know that old car of mine won't cruise unless I fill it up with juice. The gasoline price is too high. I had me a wife and 2 young kids, but she done put me down. She said I ain't no good when payday comes around. This old world is a lonesome place when you don't have no dough, and nobody wants to know you when you've got nowhere to go. Everything goes up but my pay. Everything goes up but my pay. You know the rent man knocks upon my door, but I don't live there anymore. I said everything goes up my pay. And everybody's feeling the pinch. You know everybody's feeling the pinch. Rich folks driving fancy cars, they drink champagne with caviar. Everybody's feeling the pinch. Well, I have me a wife and 2 young kids, but she done put me down. She said I ain't no good when payday comes around. This old world is a lonesome place when you don't have no dough, and nobody wants to know you when you got nowhere to go. Everything goes up but my pay. I said everything goes up but my pay. You know the rent man knocks upon my door, but I don't live there anymore. Everything goes up my pay. I said everything goes up my pay. Everything goes up but my pay. Everything goes up but my pay. Let's just have another. Watching, bring them. Oh, we've got some new people just come into the house. Alan Bitterman, how's it going, me old cock sparrow? He runs an acoustic night every Monday at the Methodist Church in Trafford. Fantastic night when I can get there, which I can't because of work commitments. It's a fantastic night. It's well worth a visit. Our Sue's watching, my sister. Becky's watching, can't hear anything she said. And now hopefully I've fixed it. So if you could just say whether the sound's coming through okay for me in the comments, that would be great. I've checked it out so far and it seems to be coming through onto the phone, so I'm assuming that the gremlins have not messed anything up. And as I was saying before, I usually load up onto YouTube this show usually on a Friday at 8 o'clock. But last week I was busy and I didn't have time to do it. So I actually loaded it up tonight because I completely forgot. And so if you go onto YouTube, I've got a YouTube channel. That's called GJ Armstrong, my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to build it up, so if you could subscribe, that would be great. And all of the live streams and a lot of my music is on there. Most of it's on there, in fact. So there you go. Trying to build it up. I'm looking at things like Twitch and TikTok and stuff like that. 64 years of age and they can't hold me back. Anyway, I promised that what I was going to do was debut a new song I've wrote. So I'm going to do it just for you. And this song was something that I put together. The way I write music is nearly always in the morning. I wake up with something in my head, and I have my breakfast in front of the computer, and I'm always writing everything that comes out my head in the morning. I write it down, and that's how I get my lyrics, and then I put music to it. And I add a word, foreign objects. So I decided to write this song because this foreign objects word it was just stuck in my head, and it just kept going round and round. So I wrote this song, and it's called Foreign Objects. And I hope that this affects you emotionally as much as it did me. My dear father said to me, nothing in this life is free. I never trust a man who dislikes dogs. He gave me these pearls of wisdom, a little immune system. Some were short and some were monologues. The world is full of bad temptation, drink and drugs and masturbation. But there's one thing that you must never do. Don't put foreign objects up your bum. Even if you think it could be fun. Nothing good was ever gained except embarrassment and pain. No, don't put foreign objects up your bum. Consider this the golden rule, a lesson never taught in tool. It should be in the curriculum. Let that bad idea pass to stick an object up your ass, not even a finger or a thumb. The world is full of bad temptation, drinks and drugs and masturbation. But there's one thing that you must never do. Don't put foreign objects up your bum. Even if you think it could be fun. Nothing good was ever gained except embarrassment and pain. Don't put foreign objects up your bum. You will be sitting awkwardly in the nearest A&E, hoping that the doctor understands that it was an accident. You're no sexual deviant, and let's hope that he's got a steady hand. The world is full of bad temptation, drink and drugs and masturbation. But there's one thing that you must never do. Don't put foreign objects up your bum. Even if you think it could be fun. Nothing good was ever gained except embarrassment and pain. No, don't put foreign objects up your bum. So the moral to this song, one thing that is clearly wrong, some things don't belong inside oneself. Ob déjà, put up your rear. The outcome is only ending in tears, so leave that foreign object on the shelf. The world is full of bad temptation, drinks and drugs and masturbation. But there's one thing that you must never do. Don't put foreign objects up your bum. Even if you think it could be fun. Nothing good was ever gained except embarrassment and pain. So don't put foreign objects up your bum. I said, now don't put foreign objects up your bum. Don't put foreign objects up your bum. So there you go. And that distraction at the side was my wife coming into the room and saying, there's no sound, because she'd just seen it on there. But hopefully there is sound. So is there anybody in there that's told me there's some sound? Oh, Lynn. Lynn's watching. Lynn Armstrong, how are you going? Graham Buckley's watching. Hi there, pal. So, Sue, yeah, all good. Right, okie dokie. So we know that everything's good. So that was a little ditty that I threw together last week, and this one is one I wrote about a month or two ago. That was all. I go through stages. I write prolifically for a number of weeks, and all of a sudden I dry up, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden there you go again, and I get a couple of songs. And I write all the time. I love writing songs, but the thing is, there's there's a theory that in order to find the diamond, you've got to dig through a lot of shit, and that's the same with writing songs. And believe me, I've got a lot. I've wrote thousands, but not necessarily the ones I play you. But here we go. This next one it's called The Fame Game, and it's all about. I had a conversation with a musical friend of mine not so long back, and we was talking. We often chew the fat about music and the way the game works, and of course, I mean, at the roots level that we're at, it's a different ball game than you see on the TV and in Wembley and all the rest of it. But believe you me, no one gets anywhere without a hell of a lot of money behind them. But even so, if you can get on the I'm a Celebrity Get Out of Here or a Big Brother or whatever, you can still make thousands. You don't need any sort of skills, any sort of talent. You don't need it. All you've got to do is to be in the right place at the right time, become a personality. And I don't get that. Just because they are who they are, they seem to get fame. It's a strange thing. But anyway, this is called The Fame Game. Let's use a thumb pick, I think. They call me Mr. Nobody, I never heard of Guy. They say the sky's the limit, but in limited supply. All I need's a lucky break, a chance for me to sign. I'm hoping that some way the planets will align. Well, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I said, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I said, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. You know, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. Well, if I was famous, I'd sell my old Pontiac. If I was famous, I'd sell that old Pontiac. Buy me a diamond ring and a gold-plated Cadillac. Well, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I said, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. Well, I'd be famous if everybody knew my name. I'd be famous if everybody knew my name. Gotta sell your soul for the taste of fame. I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I said, I'd be famous if everybody heard this song. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I've been waiting on fame. I've been waiting on fame. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too long. I've been waiting on fame, but it's taking much too. There you go, a little song about the Fame Game. Now, this next song is it's all about travelling. The estate I grew up on, there was a lot of lads that used to go working away, and ended up doing it myself. We used to go working on holiday camps and hotels and that kind of thing. I went down to Newquay, spent some time down there, and then I ended up later on going down to and spending 6 years in Bournemouth. But that was a thing that was done. Boring jobs, this is a thing. Now, any job is a job worth holding on to because things are different. But back then, in the late 70s and early 80s, it was a matter of the world was your lobster. You could get a job at the drop of an hat. All you did was went to the job centre and they had a board full of cards and you just picked one out and they phoned it up and said, he wants to go and see you. You'd go and have an interview and he'd say, start Monday. That was it. It was as quick as that. But, of course, these days it's a different ballgame altogether. But there was one lad that I knew, there was quite a few lads that I knew, which were quite enigmatic. These guys were dead cool. And they had the look and everything. They looked like beach bums. And they used to go all over the place. And some of them used to go to places like Greece and Israel and Morocco and places like that on a thing called the Magic Bus. And there was one lad, I've not seen him for donkey's years, and his name or his nickname was Abbo. And every time I used to see him, I used to have a pint with him in the pub and have a chat with him, and he'd tell me all these stories about where he'd been and where he's going next. And he was always flitting off, and then all of a sudden, a year later or 6 months later, he'd just turn up and he'd been off on his travels and then come back, which was a thing to do. It's not really a thing to do now. Anyway, this at the time there was a thing that was starting to come in, which was smoking dope. Now, this was a sort of a hippie thing. Back in the day, it was very, very, it's very, very rare to find anybody that had any dope. But unless you was connected, of course. And, it was a rare thing. Most people drink beer. But Abbo always used to seem to have a little bit of what they call Lebanese gold. And I said, what the bleeding hell's all that stuff there? Oh, he said, you just warm it up with a lighter and you crumble it when it's dry and put it into a broken up cigarette in cigarette papers, roll it up and smoke it. And that's what you did. And it never really did anything for me. It never bothered with me with it. But a lot of lads liked it. And Lebanese gold was a thing, So I ended up thinking about this, as I do, and then I started writing this song. This is called Lebanese Gold. That boy's got the Lebanese gold. Said he's never gonna get that old. Gonna hitch a ride down to Istanbul. Gonna leave that town with his pockets full. Ride the desert on a magic bus, gonna work in some Israeli kibbutz. Make his way down to Marrakesh, buy a kaftan coat, and live on fish. That boy's gonna grow his hair. People look, but he just don't care. On his back is a dragon tattoo. Hides his money in the heel of his shoe. All the boys in the bar back home gonna wish they were all here getting stoned. He'll be back in a couple of years with stories to tell and a long, 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 long beard. That boy's got the Lebanese gold. Said he's never gonna get that old. Gonna hitch a ride down to Istanbul. Gonna leave that town with his pockets full. Ride the desert on a magic bus. Gonna work on some Israeli kibbutz. Make his way down to Marrakesh, buy a kaftan coat, and gonna live on fish. He's gonna live on fish. that boy, well, he never came back. His mother died of a heart attack. Some say he'll be living it up or begging for change on a paper cup. I guess we'll never know what happened to the kid they called Abbo. In a jail cell, holding his head, or on the other hand, he could just be dead. That boy's got the Lebanese gold. Said he's never gonna get that old. Gonna hitch a ride down to Istanbul. Gonna leave that town with his pockets full. Ride the desert on a magic bus. Gonna work on some Israeli kibbutz. Make his way down to Marrakesh, buy a caftan coat, and gonna live on fish. Living on fish. Living on fish. He's gonna live on fish. There you go, the song Lebanese Gold. This particular song, I don't sing it very often, this. Not as much as I should do. This is it's a song all about my father's watch. I lost my father quite a few years ago now, and he left me his watch, and he left me his watch, and I, being a singer-songwriter, you write about all things, and I wrote this, and this is called My Daddy's Watch. I wear my daddy's watch, and I wear that watch with pride. Wear my daddy's watch since the day my daddy died. It ain't made of gold, and its value is not high, but I'll wear my daddy's watch until the day I die. You can't put a price on this old watch of mine. No amount of money could take my time. Reminds me of when my daddy flew away. So on my wrist this watch is gonna stay. I wear my daddy's watch, and I wear that watch with pride. I wear my daddy's watch since the day my daddy died. It ain't made of gold, and its value is not high, but I'll wear my daddy's watch until the day I die. You can offer me silver, you can offer me gold, but this watch stays with me till I grow old. When my maker says my day is done, in my will I'll leave it to my son. I wear my daddy's watch, and I wear that watch with pride. Wear my daddy's watch from the day my daddy died. It ain't made of gold, and its value is not high, but I'll wear my daddy's watch until the day I die. I'll wear my daddy's watch until the day I die. I'll wear my daddy's watch until the day I die. Tick tock, 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 tick. There you go. Always gets me right there. Right, this next one. What time are we on now? I'm running over a bit, but that, I don't care. Do you? This is a song all about having the blues. having the powder milk blues. I had a band years ago, and we had a fella called Stevie Oakes, great drummer, great bass player, a great all-rounder, and a good egg. And we phoned him up because the drummer was away on holiday at the time, and could he cover for us for some gigs? Because we used to do gigs every weekend. We was all over the place, in the road. So I phones him up, and I says, you know, Stevie, is there any chance of you standing in on drums for us? He said, yeah. So I said, do you want to come down and we'll run through, you know, a rehearsal with the band? So I said, he said, go on then. But he said, I hope you've got tea and coffee. I said, yeah. I said, tea, coffee, whatever you want. He said, have you got whole milk? I said, no, I've only got powdered milk. Oh, man, he says, you're going to give me the powder milk blues. That was it. There was a song right there. So this is called the Powder Milk Blues. I ain't got no money and things are looking down. Can't afford a smile and I can barely buy a frown. I ain't had a meal in such a long time, and desperation is pushing me to a life of crime. You know my clothes are all torn, I got them holes in my shoes, and I'm telling you people, got the powder milk blues. Got the powder milk blues. To say my fridge is empty is an understated joke. I can't turn it on 'cause the damn thing is broke. Work's gotten slack, boss man laid me off. I'm feeling kinda weak and I'm developing a cough. Well, my clothes are all torn, I got them holes in my shoes. I'm telling you people, I got the powder milk blues. I got the powder milk blues. There's a hole in my roof and my bed's getting down. I can't feel so cold and I'm living like a tramp. I sold my dog before the damn thing died, and when I watched that mud go, I believe that I cried. My clothes are all torn, I got them holes in my shoes, and I'm telling you people, I got the powder milk blues. I got the powder milk blues. I got the powder milk blues. Said I got the powder milk blues. Well, you know my clothes are all torn and I got holes in my shoes, and I'm telling you people, I got the powder milk blues. I got the powder milk blues. The powder milk blues there. Now, I'm gonna call it a day. I've done enough now to justify calling it a live stream. And before I go, I'm just going to remind anybody that that is interested in buying one of my CDs to support the channel. This is a CD with 10 tracks on it, and the CD is called Songs on the Back Foot, and there's 10 tracks, and it's only 7 of your English pounds, free post. So if you buy this, I'm going to send with it free of charge a DVD that you can put in your computer and watch a gig I did at a place called the LMRCA, which is the Railway Club in Altrincham. Now, that is the plug over with. And so it leaves me to say, don't forget, every Thursday, 8 o'clock, I'll be here singing songs, telling stories, and cracking bad jokes. So this one is a funny song. It's like an anthem, I suppose, and it's all about being born and bred in Manchester. I'm Manchester born and bred, and I'll live here until I am dead. There is nowhere I would rather be, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred. I grow up on these cobbled streets with no shoes upon my feet. We were poor, but we were proud, so I'm singing this song out loud. I am Manchester born and bred, and I'll live here until I am dead. And there is no place I would rather be, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred. There's a north, south and east and a west, and where you live, well, it's the best. Up the reds and up the blues, whichever team you choose, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred, and I live here until I am dead. And there is no place I would rather be, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred. Payday is Friday for me, and that's when we have a chippy tea. Then we go down the local pub, or the working men's social club, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred, and I'll live here until I am dead. And there is no place I would rather be, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred. We drink Vinto and Boddington's beer, and when we fight, we show no fear. We help anyone who's feeling down, and we give you our very last pound, 'cause we're Manchester born and bred, and we'll live here until we are dead. And there is no place I would rather be, 'cause I'm Manchester born and bred. I'm Manchester born and bred. I'm Manchester born and... Okay, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, every Thursday 8 o'clock I'll be there, so look after yourselves until next week, and I'll see you soon.